Don't wait for the beginning of the year to make those plans. I'm telling you, as someone who has, for the past couple of years, probably my whole life, always tried to use the momentum of the beginning of the year to make changes. If you wait for the beginning of the year, you might succeed. You just might. You might make the changes that you've been wanting to make. You might stick to that new diet plan, career change, certification, whatever it is. You might become a better human being and be more open to listening to people and all that. Might. But if you want change, real change, you need to dig deeper than that. You need to use less of the external motivating factors to change and have an internal desire to do that change. And usually, that internal desire shows up in the form of you not waiting for anybody or anything to force you to change. You changing because you realize that where you want to go and who you want to become requires a different version of you, and you take those steps to change. Today, I'm saying this now because it's November, right? It's already past November, mid November. You're getting into December. The end of the year, people usually slow down, take stock of the year. What have you done? What haven't you done? What has happened? What hasn't happened? Who died this year? Who's still alive? In fact, a lot of different things are still going to happen between now and the end of the year. And in the same vein, a lot of things are going to happen in 2026. You might not be there to see it. It's just life. Sometimes you live, sometimes you die, sometimes you're sick, sometimes you just don't wake up in the morning. Life is like that. The Bible tells us that there will be tribulations. And in this life, there will always be some things. It's not because God doesn't care. It's just the way this part of this side of heaven functions. So instead of waiting for this movement, for your social media to be showing everybody is doing new resolutions and all these things. And I have nothing wrong against new resolutions. I'll probably take some myself. But I want to challenge your perspective of change in the sense that today is as any a good day to make changes. You don't have to wait for a particular month, a particular day, your birthday, whatever it is. Something drastic doesn't have to happen for you to decide that you want something else out of life. So my encouragement for you and my prayer for you is that you would use this day that God has given you, to rejoice, to be glad in it, and to move in the direction that God is calling you to move. Don't wait for the new year. Start today.